Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 projects on my mind. 1 is driving me crazy, 2 is calling me lazy, 1 is just a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. You may lose and you may win, but you may never come this way again. I just make up the words when I don't remember them. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what they got right? Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. That's exactly what's driving most people crazy. The sound of their own wheels. And where did they get those wheels? Their mama and them. That's who give them wheels. Mama and them give them to them. Or daddy and them. Either one or both of them. Y'all inherited y'all's wheels. Y'all got religious wheels. Y'all got tradition wheels. Y'all got relation wheels. Y'all got all kinds of inherited stuff that you roll around on. That's your wheels. And the sound of your own wheels is driving you bat poop crazy. Every dang one of you. I know. I deal with people. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a licensed counselor, but I never quit counseling. I believe that part in Isaiah that says, the wonderful counselor, because that's who I am. I have the wisdom of the ages on the inside of me. And not just because I'm aged, because I'm light, life, and love. If you're light, life, and love, I don't care if you're 5 years old, then you have all the answers on the inside of you. You might be out hunting a treasure somewhere out there. You might be looking at every altar in town. You might be going to 10 revivals. You might be calling the TV preachers. You might be calling the intercessors. You might be down on the floor in the birthing position. You might be looking everywhere high and low. You might be praying and begging the universe. You might be asking God, Jehovah in heaven. You might be looking out for yourself by going through all the hoops and jumping through all the poles. Oh, anyway, you might be trying all kinds of stuff. Let me tell you something. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. The problem you have is you're looking for something that you already have. You already have the answers. You already have the light, life, and love enough to get you through this and several more lifetimes. You're not a dirty, filthy, rotten sinner that needs to beg somebody out there somewhere to forgive you. That's not who you are. People telling me these lies about little old baby was born a sinner. That little old evil demon child was born with a selfish will. Listen to that baby crying, how selfish he is, waking me up at 3 in the morning. The baby hungry. Feed the baby. And shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. No child was born in sin. Nobody was ever born in sin. The sin is when you break the rules that somebody made up. What if they never made them up? Or what if they don't apply to you? Or what if you choose not to apply them to yourself? Because, folks try to measure up. By whose standard? How do you know you're not good enough? Who told you what good enough was? Man, I was at Six Flags Over Georgia about the time they opened up in 1960 something. I don't know. I was a little old kid. And I wanted to ride the roller coaster. And we got in line to ride the roller coaster. I don't know which one it was. It might have been the Scream Machine. It might have been the Mine Train. I don't know. But it seemed like it was a big roller coaster from where I was sitting. I was just a kid. And we stood in line and looked at all the people. It was all white back then. We looked at all the white people standing in line. And I'm telling the truth. And we got up to the front of the line. There's a little old plywood cutout man standing there. And he had his hand held out. And it said, you must be this high or this tall to ride this ride. There he was, religion, standing right there, beady-eyed little BSer, standing there holding his hand up accusingly. I eyeballed that hand and I looked at about where I was. I started touching the top of my head and I started bouncing up on my toes so I could make sure I was going to make it. And you know how it is. All have sinned and come short of the glory. All are too short. Nobody's tall enough. In fact, if you are tall enough and you stand up against the measure man, the old measure man will raise his hand. He'll inch it up a little more to make sure that you're not tall enough. Why do y'all think I started wearing my hair spiked up? Aha! Why do y'all think? People ask me how did I get my hair to do that. I crush up a Viagra in my hair gel. Of course, everybody knows that. But I started spiking my hair up in case I wasn't tall enough to reach up the measure man's hand, the law, the rules, because I want to ride the ride, and I got to be good enough. I got to be tall enough. I got to be great enough. Look at me. Do I look serious? Stop believing all that bullshit. Right now. Did you hear me? I'm talking to you like you're a child now. You know why? I'm going to give you 3 guesses while I drive for a minute. Because you acting like a child. A child that's trying to measure up to a plywood man's hand. So you can ride the ride. Darling, the ride is yours. The park is yours. The world is yours and the universe is yours. It's your ride. It's nobody else's ride. The preacher don't get to say. Moses don't get to say. Paul don't get to say. Nobody gets to say to you that you can't ride the ride because of this or because of that. Yes, you're big enough. Yes, you're white enough. Yes, you're black enough. Yes, you're gay enough. Yes, you're straight enough. Yes, you're old enough. Yes, you're young enough. Yes, you're whatever you are. It's enough. And don't let anybody put you up against their measurement and tell you that you didn't measure up. And if they want to treat you like you stepped in cat poop and act like they measure up and you don't in any area of your life, leave them behind. You want to talk about Left Behind series? Tim LaHaye, I'll write you. Oh, I'm sorry, he can't hear me. He died. He left us behind. Tim, I'll write a whole book. I'll write 6 books, 8 books on Left Behind. I'll leave your doctrines behind is what I'll leave behind. I'll leave that mess behind. I'll leave people behind that think I'm not enough, not good enough, not righteous enough, not holy enough. Holy, holy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Man, I had some wheels inside my head. I had Methodist wheels, Baptist wheels, Southern Baptist wheels, Independent Baptist wheels, Pentecostal wheels, Charismatic wheels, Kingdom wheels, Manifested wheels, all kinds of wheels. I could keep going. Oh, and it don't get any better when you get enlightened and start reading all the books from that side of the fence. You think it's any different? You think E.W. Kenyon and Kenneth Hagin is any different than Wayne Dwyer and the rest of them? Think what you... Oh, brother, you never should have said that. It's just a different set of wheels. That's all you did. You got you a different set of wheels from the other side of the fence because you'd be more enlightened now, you think. Now you're quoting out of those books. I ain't interested in your quotes from anybody's book. I'm writing my own book. I'll read my own quotes to myself. I don't even have to share them with you. And you don't need them because you have the wisdom of the universe living on the inside of you. It's called a whale. It's called dig deep into the whale to get what you need. Oh, hell. Hey, that rhymed, didn't it? Don't let the sound... I'm going to put that song in your head to remind you all day long. I want you reminded. Don't let the sound of your own doctrines Don't let the sound of your own belief system, don't let the sound of your own mama, don't let the sound of your own preacher, don't let the sound of all those religious books, don't let the sound of the Holy Bible, don't let the sound of any damn thing drive you crazy. 'Cause it will. It'll drive you slap crazy if you let it. Quit letting it. All right then. I love you. You can't do a thing about it.